it's all connected underground. KWNTM, the live inside, mind and matter intertwined. No and I, you and I, same energy, quantum love reality. K is for quantum, we are the way. Nothing to chase, nothing to save. I'm out, one under one sun, all together we are one. There is no here, there is no there, no made up, paid again and again. From ancient cheers to neon dreams, the truth was shining in between. K is for quantum, divine design, past and future, all aligned. Mystic and the scientists see, if we've been connected eternally. K is for quantum, dance and shine, light and rhythm, yours and mine. Move together, feel the soul, all becomes one, all becomes one. 모두 하나야. 빛으로 태어나. In the dark I lost my sound, echoes fading underground. But every shadow taught me how to feel the fire burning now. Water flows, metal shines, wood is growing, earth aligns. Air ignites the spark in me, born again through frequency. Resonance in every sound, I can feel the quantum swell. Gravity can't pull me down, I'm not the same, I'll turn around. We are energy, vibration unbound, moving like lightning, shaking the ground. Five elements spinning in me, from the void to infinity. We are energy, superhuman rise, turning the night into sunrise. Feel the pulse, the frequency. We are energy. Through the storm I found my tone, every frequency my own. Now the atoms sing my name, transformation in my veins. Fire in my heart, earth in my hands, metal soul. Water expands, air lifts my dreams above the sky. No limit when I amplify. From the silence I became every color, every flame. Yin and yang inside of me, dancing in infinity. We are energy, vibration unbound, moving like lightning, shaking the ground. Five elements spinning in me, from the void to infinity. We are energy, superhuman rise, turning the night into sunrise. Feel the pulse, the frequency. We are energy. We never fade for creation. Self-made, five elements, harmony. We are energy, vibration divine, born of the stars beyond the line. Feel the pulse, the frequency. We are energy. Feel the pulse begin to climb, rolling beats in perfect time. Breathe it in, let it ignite. We turn darkness into light. We are energy, moving like the sun. Flow together, many souls, only one. We are energy, rising from the ground. Hear the rhythm, feel the sound. No talk like energy, עכשיו אנחנו אחד. Now we are one. Fire, passion in the air. Water flow without a care. Earth stands steady, grounded strong. Metal sharp and moving on. Point through into the sky. Balance keeps our spirits high. Mindless stillness in the spin. All directions pull within. Every heartbeat is a key. Unlock our ability. We are energy, destiny in motion. Rolling wave like water, fire ocean. We are energy, rising as one. Balance of the moon and sun. Geldim wahed, one heart. Beamer heart, one people. One people. We are energy, we are the spark, shining even in the dark. We are energy, we are the light, one world dancing in the night. I used to wake in the quiet gray, counting breaths through another day. Mold me up, pardon me when my body aches. I whispered I'm not done yet. Wait. Tears was a static out, pain saw me with truths about me. I didn't board me, till I inside. Lord, it's your eyes can hide. I'm on a golden frequency, vibration lifted endlessly. No shadow, only clarity from pain to symmetry. Gentle garden, turning into light. My soul will rewind, highlight. How tonight I'm on that golden frequency. Now I move where the light runs deep. Dreams awaken from healing sleep. Abundance flows through everything. Yeah. Golden dragon shows the path that brings. Broke the chains of a heavy mind. Now I prosper in my own design. All I got, now I rise in tune. At the land in the silver moon. I'm on a golden frequency. Vibration lifted endlessly. You know no shadow, only clarity from pain to symmetry. Gentle garden, turning into light. My soul will rewrite her life. How tonight I'm on that golden frequency. I used to wake in the quiet gray, counting breaths through another day. Mold me up, pardon me when my body aches. I whispered I'm not done yet. Wait. Tears was a static out, pain saw me with truths about me. I didn't board me, till I inside. Lord, it's your eyes can hide. I'm on a golden frequency, vibration lifted endlessly. No shadow, only clarity from pain to symmetry. Gentle garden, turning into light. My soul will rewind. where the light runs deep. Dreams awaken from healing sleep. Abundance flows through everything, yeah. Golden dragon show the path that brings. Throw the chains of a heavy mind. Now I prosper in my own design. All I got, now I rise in tune. At the land of the silver moon, the golden frequency. Vibration lifted endlessly. You know no shadow or clarity from pain to symmetry. Shadow beyond it, turning into light. My soul will rewrite her life. Past midnight, I'm on that golden frequency. Feel the pulse begin to climb, rolling beats in perfect time. Breathing in, let it ignite. We turn darkness into light. We are energy, moving like the sun. Flow together, many souls, only one. We are energy, rising from the ground. Hear the rhythm, feel the sound. No talk לאנרג'י עכשיו אנחנו אחד. Now we are one fire, passion in the air. Water flow without a care. Earth stands steady, grounded strong. Metal sharp and moving on. Going through into the sky. Balance keeps our spirits high. Mindless stillness in the spin. All directions pull within. Every heartbeat is a key. Unlock the ability. We are energy, destiny in motion. Rolling wave like water, fire, ocean. We are energy, rising as one. Balance of the moon and sun. Geldim wahed, one heart. Deemer heart, one people. One people. We are energy. We are the spark, shining even in the dark. We are energy. We are the light. One world dancing in the night. Lost in the static, I couldn't breathe. Fading away inside the machine. But something moves beneath my skin. The sound of light calling me in. Eyes wide open, color returns. Every cell in my body burns. I chased echoes through the storm, searching for where I was born. Forgot the way, forgot my name, but every loss became my flame. To broken glass and trembling ground, I feel my heartbeat make a sound. All this time I couldn't see. The dark was tuning me. Now every tear and pain I've known aligns me with my tone. I return to resonance, from silence into light. I'm breaking through the night. Every shadow fades in time. My soul's design and fire, yin and yang. 5 elements in me saying, earth to balance, water to flow, and rise and flame to grow. The frequencies intertwine, body, spirit, soul aligned. From chaos born, from what I came, the sound of love came my name. I hear the rhythm in my veins. No fear, no walls remain. The pulse inside is calling home through every sacred zone. I return to resonance. The storm becomes my guide. I'm moving with the tide. Every wave rewrites my mind. I'll leave the dark behind. The light begins to bend when endings start again. I return to resonance. In the dark I lost my sound, echoes fading underground. But every shadow taught me how to feel the fire burning now. Water flows, metal shines, wood is growing, earth aligns. Air ignites the spark in me, born again through frequency. Resonance in every sound, I can feel the quantum swell. Gravity can't pull me down, I'm not the same, I'll turn around. We are energy, vibration unbound, moving like lightning, shaking the ground. 5 elements, spinning in me, from the void to infinity. We are energy, superhuman rise, turning the night into sunrise. Feel the pulse, the frequency. We are energy. Through the storm I found my tone, every frequency my own. Now the atoms sing my name, transformation in my veins. Fire in my heart, earth in my hands, metal soul. Water expands, air lifts my dreams above the sky. No limit when I amplify. From the silence I became every color, every flame, yin and yang inside of me, dancing in infinity. We are energy, vibration unbound, moving like lightning, shaking the ground. 5 elements, spinning in me, from the void to infinity. We are energy, superhuman rise, turning the night into sunrise. Feel the pulse, the frequency. We are energy. We never fade for creation. Self-made 5 elements, harmony. We are energy. We are energy, vibration divine, born of the stars beyond that line. Feel the pulse, the frequency. We are energy. I don't need no script, I don't need no doc. Don't chase my youth, I just reset the clock. Yeah. While you're counting steps and downing greens, I vibe in the ways you've never seen. I don't choose cleanse, I wanna win when you're raging out. I transcend, they ask my age, myself, don't know what year it's in. I'm still running like it's 95, smooth and vital, still alive. Growing up where you'll break down, feeling like a king in my hometown. Rewrote the code in my DNA, I redefine biological age. Yeah, my body's stuck in 95. 95. They say age is just a number, I say true, but mine got stuck and never moved. While you're fasting hard and breaking knees, I just hum and charge with ease. I don't rewind time, I skip it. No gym, no pain, I flip it. DNA, I remix it. Turn the clock back with my spirit. I'm still running, yeah. I'm still running like it's 95. Smooth and vital, still alive. Growing up where you break down, feeling like the king in my hometown. Rewrote the code in my DNA, I redefine my biological age. Yeah, my body's stuck in 95.
Hello. Are you guys ready for an amazing webinar with me and Galit Reuben? How you guys enjoying the music? How you guys enjoying quantum music? KWNTM, quantum. Nobody spells quantum like that except me. All right, so let's get started. Welcome to I Am Superconscious webinar with the amazing Galit Reuben and beautiful and talented and super conscious, higher powered Galit. So today, she's going to share with us an amazing way to release all kinds of blocks in your life. You know, blocks are what keeps us from achieving our full potential, right? We all want to be in our utmost healthiest. We want to have our strongest body possible. We all want to have, be as abundant as possible and have as much love as possible. And we are all born with this, birthright to have all the abundance in the world because we were created to be abundant. But the only thing that keeps us is a lot of times just blocks, right? It's very simple. Something's just blocking you. But there's different kind of blocks, right? There's energy blocks that are really deep within. There are mental blocks, psychological blocks, spiritual blocks, or even physical blocks. So today, Gailey is going to, show us how to easily and almost effortlessly get rid of those blocks. So about Galit, who's Galit? So if you haven't been on her amazing webinars, Galit is a quantum energy healer. She's a life coach. She's had 15 years of holistic coaching and practitioner experience. That's a lot of experience. And she's helped thousands of people all around the world to do what I just said, which is to unblock blocks and stop sabotaging, self-sabotaging, and to step into the life's full purpose and fulfillment. So she created a program called the Reprogram, and it will help you to stop being stuck for good, right? A lot of times we backslide or we get back into bad habits. But here's the way she can share with us to get unstuck for good. Okay, so here's Galit. Welcome. Let me unmute. There you go. Hi, Galit.
David, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. I'm excited to get started.
Yeah, let's get started. So I'm just gonna pass it on to you. She has a lot to share, so pay attention.
Thanks. All right, I'll pin me. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Thank you so much, David. I am honored to be here with David, and I'm honored to have incorporated Chi Coils and Chi Life products in my coaching and my personal life, my pet's life, my family's life, clients' life. So thanks, and all of you joining. Hey, life is an action sport, right? So what I want you to do is make sure that you have the toggle that says everyone in the chat, in the blue chat, and that you're just typing hi, that you are alive, that it's not just your bot who joined. And yeah, so, and if you need to mute yourself, please do. I think everyone's pretty much muted. I just heard some noise. But hello, thank you. Here they come. So, hey, I see Jorge. And I see Velina and Cheryl. And hi, you made it, Cheryl. It's good to have you, Lydian, Alejandro. Good to see you as well. Or I don't see you guys. Don't worry about it. I just see your chat, so don't worry. And Mary, are you able to mute David by chance? Oh, there he goes. Thank you. And we want to shut him up. And Tushar, hello, thank you from India. That's incredible. Leonard, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome to share where you're from. I'm in Ojai, California. And my father, although is from India, he's originally from Mumbai. But I welcome you here. Yeah, this is a conscious creation among all of us. So thank you, Laura. Good to have you as well. Jamie's in Pennsylvania, another one in Pennsylvania. My husband's from Pennsylvania. Love it. And Cheryl says it's snowy in Ontario. Okay, so I really appreciate you being a part of this and being an active participant. And I'll touch on that. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm already playing frequencies. So, how do you experience the frequencies? First of all, I think I will check my sound and patch them in a little bit. I want to make sure that right now it's on noise removal. So sometimes if there is some outside noise, like street noise or work outside or something, but right now my voice may have changed and I'm going to start turning on very low frequencies. However, it's up to you, please. I am counting on you guys to tell me, hey, Galit, it's too loud. Hey, turn it down. Or can you turn it up? But this is not sound healing. It's more than anything quantum healing. Why? Because you are quantum entangled with the frequencies. Right now I have success programming on. Why not? I was like, what do I want to patch in today? And that's what came up. So at any given time, you might feel as the frequencies change. This one is called money mantra. And then there might be others that say manifesting, abundance motivator, and abundance, all sorts of wisdom, universal laws, brain boost, luck boost. Certain frequencies might feel different in your body. If anything at any time gets uncomfortable, please let me know, because I want everyone to have a good time. So it's not about sound healing. It's about you setting the intention to receive. That's all you got to do. Pretty easy, right? Just set the intention to receive. And then I'll share my screen. But again, anytime you're uncomfortable or anything, or too loud, or something with the sound, please let me know. Okay. Oh, I can't share my screen. It's not turned on. So I will go ahead and send that request real quick. And I'll share the information. Sometimes, yeah, there we go. Thank you so much. Hopefully everyone can see my screen. And I see your chat. I'm just opening, making sure I see what you're typing in as well. Okay, so why is this called the last reprogram you'll ever need? Because we clear the blocks, we align with universal laws, we let life flow in the easiest way possible. Okay, so I'm not sure, we're all here for different reasons, but likely they are similar. Thank you, Rihanna. Nice to have you. Now, you're probably here because you've done a lot of inner work, yet you still feel stuck, like David shared. And you know what you want, but maybe you can't seem to move forward. Or it's like you take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And when you do have breakthroughs, somehow they just fizzle out. Anybody been in some like great seminars and you go for the weekend and you get all riled up and you're like, yeah, and then you go home and you get back in your life and everything you learned just goes out the window. What was the point? You just realize that there's another way you can be and you're not it, right? Who's done that before? I know I have. And maybe you're tired of constantly working on yourself, never to fully feel that you've arrived. And change feels harder than it should. You want it to flow, but it's always a struggle. Or you feel like there's, you're the one in your way. You're like, I know it's me in my own way, but I don't know how I'm in my own way. And I don't know what to do about it. And you want to feel real change, but not just understand what's happening. You want it to feel it in your body. You want to experience that change. You're cautious about investing more time and more money in yet another thing to try and resolve what's wrong, right? And you want to trust yourself. You want to stop overthinking and self-doubting. You feel yourself waking up to a deeper level of awareness. and it's like you are overwhelmed. There's so much out there on your awakening journey, and it's hard to discern and decipher what's for you and what's not. Who can I just have a little show of, like, type in a 1 if that's for you, or maybe one of these are you, or maybe all of them are you, maybe some of them are you, and thank you. So what do you guys think? Do you resonate with a lot of these? That is the question. All of them. Is it Tushar? Michelle, thank you. Yeah, so you might, and maybe there's some I haven't covered. Maybe there's some particular area in your life that you're working on and you can't seem to break through. Resonate with few of them, some, all of them, yes. Fear has been the biggest block. Thanks for that share. Yeah, fear is definitely gets in our way. Thanks for that share. So the truth is, you're here because you're ready to break free of this cycle of struggle for good. Thank you, Lillian. Anxiety and depression, more. Yeah, your mood swings or mood. You can't seem to get out of that ditch. So I feel you, and thanks for that share. So you're ready to step onto a path of ease and flow. So no matter where we are, no matter your starting point and what you're dealing with, it's not about solving your problems. Guess what? Isn't that nice? I know that you've been talking about your problems and the issues and trying to solve them, but here, it's like a breath of fresh air. You don't have to do that. So no matter where you are on your awakening process, we're not here to visit old wounds. Instead, what you get to experience is learn how your sabotaging blocks were formed, why you feel stuck or out of alignment, then how to clear them in a passive energy method through your superconscious mind. Remember, I said you don't have to rehash and relive old wounds because there's a passive energy method to help you. Realize why other programs have failed you in the past. And you get to experience a total energetic nervous system reset here and identity upgrade with that passive way that I'll share with you, and you'll get to go on the journey with me. Some of you have already experienced it with me before, and that's why you're here. Can I get a show of hands, like type in a me, if you have experienced this type of work with me before and you're back because you want more? Anyone has experienced, whether it's some short videos of mine from other places, and you're like, I've been on your sessions, whether it's here or other places before, and you experienced as some sort of shift and you want more. Your videos are amazing. Thank you. Me. Anyone else? I got 2 people here. Anyone else that has experienced this energy work before and everybody else is new? Either way, welcome if you are new, and a couple are returns. Love it. So what we want to do here is we're going to leave you feeling centered, aligned, and elevated, feeling coherent, and yes, shifted. I love how after each view I shift. Yes, because the replays also work. It's true. Yeah. So how to get the best shifts for you today? Who wants the best shifts for them today? Who's here to just have a partial shift? Who's here to have a maybe, a meh shift? Anyone? Or do you want like the best shift that you can have? Full shift? Okay. And so how to do that is, you know what? Put away your distractions. Do you have something else on running in the background? Do you have some TikTok videos, or are you texting, or are you cooking? And that's okay. Maybe you are cooking, and sometimes we do have things to do. Maybe we're driving, so maybe you're feeding the kids. You want a total shift. I love that. I love that. So a complete shift. Thank you. So if you can safely put away distractions. Number 2 is participate, follow guidance, and use the chat like some of you are doing. This is really important because You're not asleep at the wheel. Like I said, life is an action sport. Your participation, I like to say action is the highest form of information to the universe, to higher levels of consciousness. You're always sending silent instructions to the universe, to the energy field. And it's pinging you back what you put out there. Are you putting out half-assed? Are you doing things half-assed? Are you showing up half-assed? Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you really say you want the change, participate via the chat like you're doing. And, I'll prompt you to say this or that, or ask you questions to feel something, or go and imagine something. Be present. And all of you who registered who are here now will get the replay automatically, which is great. And when you watch the replay, you'll have more aha moments. And guess what? You'll shift even more. Who likes the sound of that? So life is an action sport. You're here fully participating, and you're committed to watch the replay to shift even more. Okay? Now, thank you. If you like what you'll experience today, what if you could release your blocks and align with your highest frequency, not just once, not just that one replay video that you'll play till you can't release anymore from that one session, but week after week, month after month, over an entire year? What could happen? It's like peeling an onion. We're onions, layers upon layers of childhood belief systems and traumas and family constellations and past lives and, the weight of the world on our shoulders. What would your life be like if you weren't battling yourself? You didn't have an inner battle inside. So what I'll do is I'll invite you to work with me and continue shifting into the highest version of yourself that you came here to be. Not just here, but here on earth. You came to be you. Your role, you're an energy being in a human body, and you came to play the role of you. Are you ready to step into that highest version of that role you are playing in this lifetime? And this is the same system that allowed me to end my chronic stress and overwhelm, not to mention overthinking, discover lasting peace by naturally dissolving the root of the stress. And it healed my adrenal fatigue as well. So it really helped my health, my complexion, my energy level, and it can rejuvenate your energy and vitality, because you're reclaiming your physical well-being, because there's a reality at the best version of you where you are at your utmost health possible for you, right? So you can step into that reality where you are the healthiest vital you. I also doubled my income in a couple months. That was crazy. It was very unexpected, but I was able to unlock new levels of abundance and financial freedom quickly, because I was not open to possibilities, and suddenly the universe opened up. And I tripled it within 14 months. I was able to create financial growth with conscious alignment. And I was able to step down from my day job. I ran a nonprofit. I worked 60-hour weeks. Not the nonprofits you might hear about in the news that take huge paychecks and do nothing. My nonprofit, I ran a dog rescue for many, many years, and I took so little from me because I didn't have the heart to take from the dogs. So I just overworked and didn't give myself much. But I was able to retire and pass it on to someone else who is not running themselves ragged like I did. And I was able to build a life that actually feels aligned on my terms. I work from home. I live in a resort town of Ojai, California with my husband, my dogs. And I just love the life I live and have created by making impact like I am here today. So it's something that resonates deeply with my authenticity, and I'd love to show you how to do the same. So who am I? Again, Galit Reuben. I'm a quantum energy healer, coach. I use multiple modalities, starting with original energy healing, starting in, I believe it was 2008. But I grew up around healers because my father consulted with healers most of my childhood. We went to Ayurvedic doctors, and we always did things not the traditional way growing up. I work through the superconscious higher self. So what is the superconscious? It's your higher mind. Some people call it the oversoul, your soul. So I'm also a certified frequency expert and consultant here at She Life. I met some of you that way as well. I worked with thousands of people, both on one-on-ones and in groups. I do it remotely to release their sabotaging blocks and step into their life's purpose and fulfillment, like we're going to do a sample today. And I created a reprogram to help you stop being stuck for good. That works. So wait, let me just go ahead. If you guys want to take a screenshot of how to get a hold of me directly, there's my info. So go ahead if you need to. Grab that if you like. I'll post it again, or I'll also share it here just in case you want it. I'll share it here in the Zoom chat. Okay, so before my shift, before my life changed via the superconscious, I was struggling. Much of my life, I was always trying to overcome my past. Why? Because my childhood wasn't so happy or easy. I grew up in an abusive household. I was an immigrant. I moved to the States officially, permanently when I was 14. I just didn't feel like I belonged anywhere because as a teen, belonging is so important. But I didn't belong anywhere. I didn't belong in my home country. I grew up in Israel. And my father's from India. And I didn't belong as an American either. Deep down, I felt like I didn't fit anywhere. And I blamed my past circumstances for my current failures at the time. That, I wasn't meant for more. I didn't have what it takes. I didn't have the education. English wasn't my second language, it wasn't my first language. My parents didn't really support me. So I always thought the grass was always greener, and I tried to, do a lot of therapy. And I did, traditional therapy. I did energy work, self-help books, programs, seminars. Whatever it came out, I tried it. Mantras, positive affirmations, meditation, self-help, all sorts of energy modalities. No matter how hard I tried, I found myself repeating the same old loops, feeling like an imposter, constantly striving, but never truly arriving. And I'd love a show of hands. How many feel like you've kind of tried so many things? You've maybe have certifications like I did. Maybe you have tons of decorations, certifications on your walls. Maybe you have a lot of letters after your name, PhDs, and so on and so forth. Yet you still don't feel like you thought you would feel. You might even feel like an imposter, even if others would look at you and go, wow, they're very successful. They have what I want. Who feels like that? Is it just one person? Thanks, Felina. Just one? Or does anyone else feel like, hey, I've tried a lot of things and here I am, still in the loop, still stuck, something's still missing. And just change, like if from host and panelists, if you could just change it to everyone. Some of you are just, the host and panelists are only to me. And when you shift to everyone, we're all in this together, right? Because at the core, we are one, right? We are a part of source consciousness, having a human experience, but at the source we are one. So feel free to be one with the group and just shift it to everyone. Thank you. I still feel small. That's me. I feel small as well. Yeah. Hi. Thank you, Diana. Yes. Yeah. Some raising of hands. Okay. I may have to let me know. Of course, my dogs are squeaking like toys in the background. Let me know if you hear that. Yes, I feel that way as well. Do you guys hear my dog squeaking toys? You can't write this stuff. Okay, so what happened next is I met the right mentors and everything changed. I worked with Christopher Duncan for years. His mentor, actually, William Whitecloud, he did The Secret of Natural Success, The Last Shaman. I have fear. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, fear stopped me from having what I want most of my life, right? So luckily, somehow, I got connected with Chris, and he helped me with a lot of a lot of my barriers. And through the Superconscious, and then I moved on to create more of my own modality through what I learned through the Superconscious. I added quantum healing, energy healing, frequencies, and other things like emotion code and more modalities, because I felt like it's so coherent to incorporate all avenues, all aspects together. Yeah, that's me too. I remember feeling fear and anxiety since I started elementary school. Thanks for that. Yeah, we don't have to carry that anymore. So what I learned is that there was nothing to fix about me. Remember I told you we don't have to hash the old? There's nothing to fix about you, despite what we were taught. Because we are pure consciousness having a human experience, so we are perfect as we are. Newsflash, you are perfect. There's nothing wrong with you, despite how you might feel, but we'll cover that. I release my sabotaging blocks and patterns and limiting beliefs because we are one love unified at the source level, as I said. Therefore, we just apply a simple formula with amazing results that I will teach you. That's how I doubled my income within 2 months. I let go of allowing what was waiting to blocking and allowed what was waiting to come in. My stress and overwhelm dissolved. You know, I was one of those type A personalities. As soon as I woke up in the morning, I was like a sense of dread and worry and overwhelm just overtook me the moment I started the day. And I had adrenal fatigue, like I said. I reset my nervous system. I returned to wholeness. I helped thousands of people in the years to follow to shift out of old patterns and step into alignment with who they truly are. And last but not least, I became a client of Chi Life because I wanted frequencies in my meditations to my clients. And whoa, the results shocked me because everything deepened. The results shifted faster, and all my clients just loved the addition. So now Chi coils are an intricate part of my reprogram. Why is it reprogram? Obviously, key on words, reprogram your brain and let go of old program that you no longer need. And as David likes to say, I joined the resonant movement, which I love. Thanks. I'm just catching up on your chats. Most modalities are not working for me due to challenge with visualization. Probably I have. And you know what? Aphantasia, which is lack of, that doesn't matter. You don't have to visualize. You use feelings. You have many other senses you can use. So let that go, that's stopping you. There's nothing wrong with you. Yes, so relatable. And yes, thank you. Oh, wait a second. Here it is. Okay, so next, what if you could have it all? Now, this is for you. It's time to really participate. What would you love more than anything right now? Like if you had a magic wand and you wanted to manifest it, what would it be? And this is where you get to choose. And this might be hard for some of you. Maybe I wasn't allowed to dream. I was told it was a waste of time and I had to always keep busy doing something to prove my worth. So I never really allowed myself to dream. Like, I didn't even believe what I wanted was possible. So what's the point? So here we go. I'm asking you, what would you absolutely love? It could be a new career. It could be financial abundance. It could be a new business. It could be a dream home. It could be a fit and vital body. It could be a loving relationship. It could be something small. Maybe you're developing something, or maybe you're doing an art project. Maybe, we're all different. A magic wand? Yes. Well, yes, I too feel like I have not allowed myself to dream. Yeah. To be closer to God. Okay, well, you are of God. So you already are close to God. I think I'm going to just correct you and say to feel closer to God. Because if we're energy of source, it's not outside of us. We already have that around us. God is everywhere. It's with you. He's with you, she's with you, Goddess, however you want to call it. So it's about feeling that closeness, right? So if there was, let's have some ideas, because you're going to work on one thing today. So I want you to choose that thing now. We're going to do a lot of things to get, to release the blocks to that one thing. So I want you to connect and choose something for fun. Fame and status in the material world, want to invent something that leaves a legacy. Great. Better health so I can work my healing gifts. Do you need better health to work your healing gifts? I'm just asking. Sometimes it might be a belief. To be completely honest with myself all the time. Let me check. I like to check these to be completely honest with me. What would that do for you? I'm curious, Alvin. And I appreciate you commenting. You just commented that to me, but you can shift it to everyone. Because I want all of that: financial freedom, love, stability, a healing business, helping others. Thank you, Christina. Have the knowledge and confidence without fear to put my business into action while feeling healthy, abundant, and happy. Thanks, Rihanna. Great. So let's clarify that. Ask, what would having that do for you? Get rid of anxiety and depression. What would having that do for you? What would you do if you didn't have anxiety and depression? I'll explain. That's really important to understand, because sometimes we're so busy resolving that we don't know who we'll be without it. Right? We're so used to struggling that we don't know how to be without struggle. Is that true? Who can relate to that? We're always so busy. So really go to an end result once all that's done, like you don't have that. That's a magic wand. Way beyond getting rid of anxiety and depression, right? Start my healing business in my home with financial abundance. So would you do the healing business if you got paid or not? Let me just a question. And this is kind of what I do in my program. I kind of push you to get clear on really what you truly want. If we're not clear, we're not really going to get clear results, are we? I'd be enjoying the present moment joyfully. I love that. And do you need, so let me ask you, do you need to have a business to enjoy the present moment joyfully? Do you need money to enjoy the present moment joyfully? To just be happy. You see this? You see how when we ask a few times what we get, we just want to love life, don't we? Give more than I receive already? Why? Oh, yes, I give more than I receive. I love the feedback. Good. Yeah. So this is really what happens in our reprogram. So let me ask you, how much time do you actively spend on attaining what you want? Are you just busy solving problems, or are you really going for what you want? There's a big difference. Do you see someone who's in a life of perpetually solving problems versus a life of someone who's really going for what they want? There's a big difference, isn't there? But if there was nothing standing in your way, would you have it today? So whatever it is you wanted, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine just accepting that whatever you've been striving for and going for and wishing for would just arrive. And really be honest. I want you to really imagine that you have it right now. It's here. You can have it. It's yours. And I want you to be honest with me. And I want you to feel into your body. I want you to feel this into your body. This is important because your heart might skip a beat and you might not feel like you're ready to receive it. Type in at 2 if your body was like, wait a minute, you mean I could just have it? I don't think I'm ready. Who felt that? Cheryl, 2. Laura, I'm so excited feeling it. So Laura, did you get a little skip of a heart saying, you mean I can have it now? Are you truly ready? Or are parts of you saying, wait, what? I jumped up and down, yes. Wonderful. When I started dreaming, I didn't believe it was possible. Part of me went, no. But no matter where you are, there's no wrong or right. Sometimes our nervous system just says no, but beautiful. Whatever you got, you got. Just want you to understand where you are. And I'm sorry, but only a few people, few usual suspects are commenting. What did we say in the beginning? Did you want to partially shift or did you want to shift? And if you want to shift a little, don't participate, just be a bystander. If you really want to shift, I want to see you screaming and yelling from the rooftops, how you're feeling it and what's going on. Need to believe in myself. Thank you. All right, so who's asleep? I'm going to start calling out names. I'm ready to remove my known and unknown blocks. Yes, I'm ready. Thanks, guys. You're doing great. You're doing great. It's your choice of how you want to do life. Actively engaged or bystand. What actually gets in your way from what you want? Let's talk about it. Well, we know unconscious patterns and survival response. We know sabotage, emotional imprints from past experience. So maybe you want something and you, as a child, you were ridiculed for being in front of people and you were laughed at and you're like, oh my God, if I am seen, I'm going to be rejected. I'm going to be ridiculed, right? Or inherited conditions and program. You know that we harbor fears and traumas from our ancestors up to 7 generations deep. It's been measured. Even more than 7 generations. I think only 7 generations were able to be actually measured. You're right, I just need to something and trust. Thank you. Ready, fear of what others think. Yes. This is my fear. I'm so ready. Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to remove. Yeah, thank you, guys. Jump. Thank you for correcting. How is it measured? Bert Hellinger, he did family constellations and he went through like tribal records and stuff and found out like events in, so that's how he figured it out. There's other books, great books. It Didn't Start With You. I think it's Mark Wolin wrote it. Who knows that book? It Didn't Start With You. So limiting beliefs that we observed from young children, perceptions, definitions, because everything is perceived through our mind and how we define it. So if we say we want money, and then maybe we learned that we're not good at anything. So we're like, well, how am I gonna be successful? I was told that, I'm not good at this, right? Or I observed that I might as well give up. Others can do it better, right? identity structures that feel safe, that restrict growth. We love safety in sameness, don't we? We're afraid of new. And so that keeps us stuck. Unresolved emotional charge triggers that are hidden, keeping you safe in protection mode, old trauma. So I keep trying to clear all things with pendulum, however, it seems never ending. You're in the right place, Laura. This is where we end that. So how patterns are formed in the unconscious. Most identity programs are locked in before the age of 7. Think about from 0 to 7, your unconscious is starting to be formed. And think about your mother when she was carrying you. Maybe you've heard stories about your childhood. Think about what your mother went through when she was pregnant with you. Was she scared? Was she like, oh my God, how am I going to put food on the table? Or is there family trauma? Is she taking care of your siblings, other young ones? Is she, what's happening? Is she a single mom? Is she, what was going on for her? Because you're already getting imprinted from in the time you're in the womb. Until about the age of 7, your brain learned how to stay safe by adhering to core wounds, staying small, quiet, and unseen. We're not sea turtles. Newsflash, we're not sea turtles. When sea turtles hatch, they just know where to go instinctually into the ocean. But human beings, when they're born, they cannot survive outside the womb unless they're fed, they're protected, they're sheltered, they're nurtured, right? So your unconscious just needs to know how to be safe from that time. We have to learn how to survive because we cannot do it by ourselves. It's very primal, primitive. We rely on our tribe to keep us safe. So it doesn't care whether you're successful or happy, sad or miserable, as long as you survive. Why? For the survival of your species. So that's how sabotage happens before it puts up fear. When something is unfamiliar, it wasn't experienced from 0 to 7 years old, enter family constellations and traumas from past lives and ancestors. When you are going to break through, fear comes in and says, wait a minute, we don't know if that's survivable. So it's not your fault. It's just that you're human. Therefore, you have an unconscious mind. So Carl Jung coined this as wounded by individuation. And that's where your survival patterns began. You learned that, remember, we're born whole. Because in the womb, all your needs were met. Suddenly, when you're born, you learn to cry to get fed. But then over time, that's frowned upon, right? So you learn that love can be withdrawn. How? Well, you think that love is conditional. Maybe you made mom and dad mad. And they, are stern with you. But from the young child, it's like the rug was just pulled out from under you. You start crying like the world just ended. You're like, oh my God, I just lost love. I better learn how to prove my worth so they take care of me and love me. And that safety can be lost, right? You have to be a good boy or girl to stay safe. So they'll want to take care of you. You have to understand what's safe and unsafe. Maybe you learn that sticking your finger in the fire or in the socket, and will get your hand slapped, or you'll experience pain, that you're not always safe. You need to learn from your family, usually by mimicking or what you're told, and by observation, what's safe and unsafe. And that ideal conditions aren't guaranteed. What does that mean? Is that like we said, maybe you were ridiculed or laughed at, you got embarrassed or ashamed, and you feel like you lost belonging to your tribe. So we don't want to be shunned. So these are emotionally charged moments from the little tiny mindset of a child. Now, think about a little one that drops his ice cream, right? It's the end of the world. And for us, we're like, oh, it sucks, but we'll just get a new one, right? Or we didn't need all those calories anyway, right? So do you see how the mindset of a child that absorbs everything like a sponge really sees things as life or death, or losing love or not. So parts of the self, they adapt, suppress, or split off, and they become hidden unconscious identities. Maybe if someone gets mad at us, we're like, oh my God, we're going to lose love. So we become the peacemakers, making sure that everyone's happy. The people pleasers. Do you see how these are formed from ages to 0 to 7 years old? But nothing went wrong. It's just your unconscious needed to know how to survive in your tribe. Okay? But we have 3 minds. Okay? The unconscious, 0 to 7, through DNA, family imprinting. It remembers everything, past, parallel lives, contracts. It's programmed for one thing, well, to automate. Like you don't have to relearn how to walk when you get out of bed every morning, do you? Because your unconscious learned it once and now it automates. And so, but it's also programmed to survive. Its main goals, to survive. It keeps you alive by staying the same, by staying in that safe zone. But the conscious mind, it's formed, you became an I, the ego, the me, an individual by age of 7. You are separate, right? So it discerns and it judges and it goes for more satisfaction and less pain. So you want more good. It sees things in polarity, right, wrong, good, bad, right? So it's programmed for pleasure, avoids pain. That's your conscious mind. So when you're choosing, oh, what would I love? You're choosing with your conscious mind. But then when fear steps in, when you want something, oh, fear of judgment, what happens? The unconscious takes over. Which is the bigger brain? Definitely the unconscious. This is like a hard drive CPU or a big data center, and this is a desktop, right? Very limited mind. The superconscious mind is the most unlimited. That's your higher self. It never judges you, but it always takes instructions because it never says right, wrong, good, or bad. Nothing's right or wrong, good or bad. You're just a human having an experience because your consciousness expanding itself. But it takes instructions. You tell it what to do, both with your conscious and unconscious mind. Superconscious. Remember that first book by The Law of Attraction, Ask and It Is Given? That's what they mean. Ask. Superconscious. I want financial abundance. Oh, but when I was young, I learned from my parents that people with a lot of money are crooks. And I saw how they looked at those people. Now, if I had financial abundance, I might lose my belonging from my tribe. They might look at me in the same way they look at rich people. Is this coming together? Who's having an aha moment right now? Like, oh, that's why I keep having a glass ceiling. Or maybe you learned, I want a lot of money, but as a woman, I learned that the masculine provides and makes all the money in my family. This is how I was programmed from generations. Therefore, I have a glass ceiling. Oh, yes, eye-opening. We get it right now. So we're never disconnected. The superconscious is always present and it always hears your thoughts. So if you're saying, I want, but it's not safe, it'll kind of go, yes, no, yes, no. It's very inconsistent. You see, that's why you take those 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. Because your superconscious is always listening to your instructions, both from your conscious and unconscious mind. So your conscious mind chooses, unconscious allows or rejects. Is it safe or is it unsafe? Your superconscious heeds your instructions. Yes, I just can't figure out what the actual belief is. You don't really have to know. I'll tell you why soon. Why do affirmations fail? Oh, I love that question. It's because we are tentative due to, well, yeah, you're saying something when you truly know you're bullshitting. Good question. Common core wounds. So we develop these wounds remember I said Carl Jung called it wounded by individuation. These are the most core wounds that get stuck in our unconscious. I don't belong enough. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not perfect enough. Any perfectionists here? Any people always trying to prove their worth? Any people never feel like they're good enough to go for what you want or start that business? Or who feels like I'm not significant, I don't matter, no one cares about me? Or I'm not loved or lovable enough. I can't have a relationship unless I have I have to impress or I have to be a certain way. because me, myself as I am, isn't lovable enough or loved. I'm not safe enough. This is a big one. This was me, like, I'm not safe enough. I grew up in a really erratic, unsafe household, so I never felt safe. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not belong enough, significant enough, or I don't matter enough. I had most of these. I'm not capable enough, and I'm not allowed enough. Think about this. As a child, are you allowed to do what you want? No. You know what? We're still waiting for permission. From who? Your dead parents, or parents that are retired and not even in your life, yet you're still trying to impress them and wait for permission from someone? Who realizes, oh my God, I've been allowed all this time and I'm waiting for some kind of permission? This was me also. So anything that's out of alignment with your core wound is deemed unsafe. Why? Because this is what's embedded in your unconscious. And if you, let's use the money again, if you had the money, it would mean that you're worthy of it. But you have an identity that's coded in that you're not. So money is unsafe. If you had the body, health and vitality, maybe your family, maybe being sick was like you got extra attention and you felt love. So if you use that for love, if you were healthy, you will lose love. That's unsafe. You are not loved enough or lovable enough. That's your core identity. That's embedded. Yes, was always trying to please everyone, keep the peace. Me too. Okay, so does this make sense why it won't let you go to the other side? Because it literally thinks it's going to die, like your identity is trying to keep you safe. And if you have these wounds that are locked in, saying you're not enough to have it, how can you suddenly have it? So how can you have what you want if you don't believe it's safe on an unconscious level? Your conscious says, yes, of course it's safe to be happy and have what I love and be healthy. Of course, right? But does your unconscious think so? No, because it's unfamiliar. It would mean that your identity or core wounds would have to die. So your nervous system equates success with danger. How silly is this? And will always sabotage you back to safety. I have some theories about this, but only if we have time. Okay, so why your manifestation? Here's another manifestation secret. It's called structure, okay? We can be in a problem-based structure or a flowing-based structure. And I can tell right from the get-go when you guys typed in what you want that a lot of you, most of you, including me for most of my life, came from a problem-based structure. Why? Because society is programmed for us to see problems. We always focus on what's missing. Think about your teachers, your parents, the government. Everything is all about what's wrong. Okay, so we think once I go and fix my depression, my money problems, my health issues, then I'll feel better. You know what we do with that? We actually ask with our unconscious saying, now is not enough. I'm not whole and complete. And we'll just keep seeing the same. So it's driven by fear, urgency, or pressure. We're here to solve problems. We even put it on our resume. I'm a problem solver. And it creates more resistance, burnout, and incomplete cycles. Why? Because this identity who has to resolve itself to prove that you're enough has a lower vibration and it's restricted because it lives in that not enough safety world, right? And so you focus on overcoming your completeness. But you know what? If you're complete, it's unsafe. So you'll end in this endless loop. I got to go fix myself to show my worth, but I'm focused on that I'm not worthy. So I'll just keep getting more experiences that show me and prove to me my confirmation bias that I'm not worthy. But what if we focus on a flowing based structure from our whole and completeness selves, the identity that is us, within us, that is already whole and complete, and go, what would I just love? What would I just love? I don't have to fix anything. What would I just love? What kind of frequency is that? We focus on creativity, self-expression from completeness, not from a problem needs to be solved. You're not a problem that needs to be solved. Okay? You are whole and complete. You just focus on what you want. And then, what is the aligned action step? You're not solving problems because this is lack. I want to solve my money problems. I want more money. Oh, wait a minute. But I'm coming from lack. Instead, be in gratitude of all you already have. Look around your room of where you are. There's an insane amount of abundance around you. Make a list of all you have. Make a list of 25 things you already have that you're abundant in love, in support, in resources. Go, gosh, I'm already so abundant, but I want more. Do you see the complete energy shift in that? So the structure determines your behavior. You don't need more willpower. You need the right energetic structure. Energy flows where attention goes. So if you're focused on resolving or fixing, you'll get more of that. If you're just saying, I'm enough and I want more because I love it, because I just want to have that experience, completely different expression and a different structure. Is anyone getting this? Another aha moment. Are you guys still with me? Who's still with me? Who's still here? Who went off on tangents on their phone? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's just give everyone a chance to come back and understand. I love how you worded that. Thank you, Elvis. Thank you, Alvin. Thank you, Cheryl, Christina, Alejandro. Thank you, Relina, Cheryl. Thank you so much. Duhara is here. And really, this is very important because you're just by getting these aha moments, your unconscious is already shifting. Right? Laura, thank you. Lillian, Mary, your unconscious is already shifting. It's already starting to grasp and having a shift. Neural pathways are being formed and new connections. Sounds like my own personal plan. I have Leo and North Node in astrology. Beautiful. So you don't need to fix yourself. You need to upgrade the system and structure. So instead of constantly battling your old patterns, imagine how you can just reprogram those 0 to 7 years old programs, right? Those limitations, the not enoughness. What if you could just program that out and stop having to try and resolve them? Imagine that. Can you think what that would do? So you would stop running unconscious programs and break free from automatic behaviors that no longer serve your highest potential. You can release them for good. You permanently dissolve deeply ingrained limiting beliefs and old patterns. It's about integrating it. What the heck is this? Transition to inspired action. So you eliminate the inner conflict and you allow you to move forward with clarity and purpose instead of overthink. And I have no idea what that should say. What do you guys think? With pull, flowing structure. You guys can fill in the blank and make up what how you want to figure that out. So you end the inner battle because, from you to having what you want, your goals, there's action to take. And yes, are there challenges? There will be challenges. It can be a fun game. It could be, we can make it a mountain, but we can also make it a molehill. It's up to you how you want to perceive it. But why should there be the inner struggle, right? Because creating in this physical earth is a challenge enough. Why do we have to have two battles going on at the same time? Then we rinse and repeat. This is really important why I'm inviting you for a 12-month program. Rinse and repeat. You have to become familiar with the new identity that you're becoming to allow it to integrate into your daily life because we love what's familiar. It's like imagine wearing this old worn out shoe with holes, but it's so comfortable, right? The leather's just right. It just fits your foot. It's so comfy. And then I'm like, put on these new, like really firm, like patent leather shoes, and you're going to get blisters. And you're like, no, I don't want to walk around with them. A little bit at a time until I wear them in, and then they become the comfortable shoe, and I can throw those old ones away. Okay, so it's like that. We rinse and repeat. We wear those shoes a little bit at a time. So what if you had this all-in-one container, a complete system designed to release your blocks, hold you accountable, hold you accountable. See how I'm holding you accountable? So if you're participating, you're receiving, right? While elevating you beyond your imagination as fast and as smoothly as possible. We release those beliefs. I like to call it BS systems. What are BS? Belief systems that control your outcome currently. Yeah, your brain will believe whatever you tell it. I agree. I always say you're always right. Yep. It's going to be hard? Yes, you're always right. It's too expensive? Yes, you're always right. I can't have that? Yes, you're right. So we also integrate your shadow. These are the parts that are dormant, that are fractured and hidden. So we embrace and integrate your shadow self. We don't bypass anything by hiding it. And we apply universal laws. These are great, like Hermetic principles, Fibonacci sequence, Maslow's hierarchy of ascension, the chakra systems, like universal energy laws. And we get out of overthinking and we end that cycle. We learn how to stop second-guessing ourselves and make a conscious choice that's in alignment. And we truly step into feeling worthiness. Finally experience that deep sense of worthiness that you deserve, because simply by existing, you are worthy. And you might understand that on a conscious level, but your unconscious has to catch up. So if you had access to this type of container that guided you in daily life, money, relationships, released trauma, elevated your mood, and improved your health, would you show up for yourself? Would you, if this was like a thing that you could have, would you like it? Would you be like, oh yeah, I am ready for that? Or maybe you're like, no, this is baloney, it's not for me. Either way, the superconscious says there's no right or wrong. So either you resonate or you don't. You're like, yeah, I could see myself utilizing something like this. So I just want to introduce, yeah, I'm ready to put myself first. I love that. I Am Superconscious Transformation is a 12-month container designed to reprogram you at the root. And the reason I'm sharing this information with you before I do the energy work is because a lot of times the energy work, it takes me way, way, way into the field, and I'm like, it's harder for me to put sentences together and present. I'll be honest. So I'm getting this out of the way, and then we'll do the process, because it'll be much easier to communicate, explain, show you, and articulate. You'll see. Because a lot of energy goes through me when I do a group of people, and even one-on-one. But yeah, so it's a container. Program you at the root and maintain lasting alignment, blending cutting-edge science with ancient wisdom. We use epigenetics, the science of gene expression, to rewrite your personal narrative, your story, form new neural pathways that we said. Ancient wisdoms integrating timeless spiritual principles of holistic well-being, energy methods with chi coils. All the sessions now include chi coils. I've been doing this for years before I even discovered chi coils, and I'm so glad I did, because they do really, really add so much. NLP is one of the processes I use. Identity integration. I use so many things, like I can't even list them all. Transformation through patterns and aligning with your authentic self-expression, because that is the highest frequency, right? Authentic expression. We thought that love is, but it's you expressing yourself, feeling safe to express yourself as you, because you came here to be you and no one else. So shadow integration, as we said, accepting all parts of you, real life guidance. You see how we talk here? We do this a couple times a week, and then every other week we actually have an on-camera session if you want to join and ask questions and get something, work on something specific. Okay, so we make sure that your goals are in alignment, because sometimes we have goals that take us in the wrong direction, as I kind of showed. So it's true long-lasting transformation. It isn't formed in a weekend seminar, is it? We've been there, done that. But it's something you incorporate until it becomes your second nature, aka your patent leather shoes. Okay, so how do we do it? On Mondays, we do goal setting and manifestation. And on Wednesdays, we do transformational topics. Both sessions, all the sessions have some sort of energy work, transformative work. We talk about purpose, impact, health and wellness, relationships, career and money, fulfillment, life's purpose, all areas of life. So who would like to have this experience? Some of you have done it, and some of you were like, well, what are you talking about that you do in these sessions? What is that like? I want to feel that. But like I said, before I go into the field of energy and, not be as coherent, would it be okay to share this offer with you? If it resonates, great. If not, yeah. So what we have, the Transformational Reprogram is a 12-month membership. It accesses those live recodes, community and frequency activations. You have the full replay library. Normally it's $1,500. Today it will be $1,200, but there are extra bonuses. So I created a 6-week money magic program at the end of the last year because I wanted my clients that were in the program to go and manifest what they want without letting money get in the way, without letting any of their money stories, because the first thing we do is like, I want this, but it's going to cost too much, right? Like we right away go, how am I going to afford it? So we did this money thing where it's like, stop giving money the power. Money is just a thing, a measurement, right? And we let go of our money story and broke through our glass ceiling. So that's included in this. There's VIP coaching every other week on camera. You guys show up and go, hey, I'm stuck here, or I'm not clear on that. We will work through it. Just come in. I just sit here. You come in, you log in, and you're like, hey, I have this thing I want to ask you about. What do you think? And we'll work with you. Frequency infused meditation library for inner peace, alignment, and daily energetic support. There's a whole meditation library included, and the total bonuses, actually, what is it? The total bonuses are $6,033 alone. So you get everything for $1,200 or $149 for 12 months. But you know what? It is guaranteed. So you try it. If you don't like it, you get your money back. You do get the discount. This will not be offered after. This will turn into full price, $1,500. So if you want to save $300 today, do that, and it's a full money back guarantee. You have to show up though. You gotta show up once a week, whether to a live or a replay. And you can't say, oh, it didn't work for me because I never showed up. You gotta use it. Use it or lose it. So that's the webinar invitation only. So you might be thinking, what if it doesn't work for me? Well, you do get to have an experience here today. It might be a small shift to start because it might be your first time, or you are chiseling a little bit at a time, but you get to try a sample, or you get to try for a full month. But I do guarantee results or your money back. So I've been doing this for years. I've worked with thousands of people. Oh my God, I have all these testimonials that I forgot to share with you. And I'll share with you at the end. They're like so many, it's ridiculous. And if anyone who's already had wants to put in a testimonial just in the chat, because I forgot, but I will share them at the end if there's time. Or you can request them too if you're like, who is this person? She's crazy. I want to see some social proof. But so why 12 months is the fastest way? Why is it so long? Well, I want to ask you, how many decades have you been holding on to your old program? Fair? Would you feel comfortable if you just shifted tomorrow? Not just you. What about the people around you? It's like, oh my God, what? Who are you? It would feel like the rug was pulled out. You're suddenly so different. So we want to integrate. But after 3 months, you'll feel significantly better, different, shifted. So what if I'm not available for the live sessions if they don't work in my time zone? It's 12 noon Pacific on Mondays, 3 p.m. Pacific on Wednesdays. Every other Thursday, it's 10 a.m. Pacific. That's okay. They're all on replay. You shift and replay. Each time you listen, whether live or not, you'll shift more deeply. What if I don't have time to join the sessions? I call bullshit, okay? Because what are you watching? Do you have time for Netflix? What do you have time for that you do? Do you have time to scroll? That you find yourself, oh my God, I've scrolled for a whole hour. Where did the day go? Where did the time go? You do. So how much time have you already lost trying other things? How much more time will you lose by not showing up? Here's one. What if I can't afford? Well, how much more money will you lose if you keep your money blocks? It's a simple question. Is it fair? I don't know why this looks so small. I have to like scroll it. What is this shift worth to you? If you could quantify it with money, if there's something in your life that you are paying for that is not working for you. You know how like we have all these subscriptions that just renew and we're like they're not making us better. So how to shift from the comfort of your own home. We do the virtual sessions, replays, you have global community support, personalized coaching every other week, and energetic activations at a distance. And then let's shift together. I just want to show you a little bit of what it's going to look like. This is the page, and I thank you, Mary, thank you so much. Put it in the chat. It's right here. The last reprogram you'll ever need, join. And then this is, I just want to show you, this is not what your page will look like, but I want to show you, this is the money program. Yours will look a little bit different, but here's money 1 through 6 you will get today. And here is we already started the lessons. All the new lessons will populate for you each week. Twice a week, you'll get email reminders, you'll get replay reminders. These are just the replays. So there's a bunch from before as well. So there's plenty to even get you started on replay. The first one, you don't have to, there's some like, see, look at all these others. You get like the introductory sessions, and you'll get the money, and then you'll get all the replays moving forward. So you'll get all the meditations, you'll get a ton of content that you can just play on demand, and you'll get reminders, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. So I gave my spiels. Who feels like this is for them? And now you're like, I wanna shift. Who's experienced my shifts and you're like, I love them, I know it already works, this is for me. Can I just get a show of hands? And you know, I'm prepared to get no one to chat and say, you know, I'm prepared, I can take it. But is anyone like, wow, I could see myself showing up week after week. I've done your work before and I would love to, right? I would. And geez, if no one is, I know this already works. I want in this time, I am ready. Thank you. And Cheryl, I know you have seen my short form videos too, and I really appreciate you being here. So Cheryl's ready. Hi, haven't not shared my screen in a while, but I'm just gonna do a quick thing. Okay, and how are you guys doing? Everyone here, we're gonna do the session in a minute. Thank you. So I gotta do this, guys, because I couldn't fit all of these. So these are just from my sessions. Okay, these are just, remember I told you I work with thousands of people. I'm not kidding. Okay, I am not kidding. I have worked with thousands of people and I shifted them greatly. This person can see better after a session. This person removed all her resistances. Self-imposed limitation got cleared. We can go on forever. Okay, you get it? Because only one person typed in the comments. Had to do this. Okay. All right, so you think it works? Okay. So here's what we do. Step 1. We're going to go through this together. We use a carrot system. First thing, choose. See, for choose a clear goal. Define your aspiration with absolute precision. And I help you in the group if you're not sure exactly. If you don't have clarity, again, you won't get clear results. So let's just choose what you would love. And if you don't know, I'm going to choose for you. Who wants me to choose for you? And if you don't know, choose this. I want to choose to feel what I like, a life I love. Will there be chi coil delivered along with the program? Well, I'll get you the best deal possible. How's that? And, you know, here's the thing. I'm glad you asked that. I got to redo my program. I'm glad you asked that because chi coils, if you really want chi coils, and maybe you're saying, I am not ready to invest. This is a much smaller investment where you can still experience chi coils and build towards your chi coils. Okay? True. Who thinks it's thank you. Oh, are you going to do the session in replay? You got to do the energy work. Thank you, Mary. So we choose a clear goal. So everyone choose, if I don't know, like how I want to feel. How about I want to feel joyful, happy, and a good mood? I want to feel like I love my life now, a life I love experience. Close your eyes and just feel what a life you love would be like. How would you be in a life you love? It's your identity. You want to align with the emotion. Who said here that they can't visualize? Did I ask you to see what it looks like? Be cough-free. That's a problem-based structure, Jill. Thank you. So what is that like on the other side? Man, what would you be doing if you weren't coughing? Thanks for typing that in. Me. There you go. So what, Jill, what would it be like if you were cough-free? Go to the others, cross that out. I don't cough. So what is life like? Okay, what is life like? What are you doing? I really want you to understand this structure thing. Energized. And then what would you do? What would you do with all that energy? What would you do? Exercise. And then what? And you guys who are choosing, you guys go ahead and do what I'm doing. And then what? And then what? Get fit. And then what? And then what? What is that movie? And then enjoy life more. Oh, just choose a life you love. I choose a life I love. Your life is not a problem. that needs to solve. Your cough is not a problem that needs to be solved. If you have a life you love, you feel carefree, and perhaps there's like a chakra restriction there. So you see, we don't have to know. I connect with the higher field and just give the instructions. You don't have to know what it is, for someone who asked that before. So release and recode resistances. This is what we're going to do next. We're going to close our eyes. There's nothing to do but shift. It's passive. I connect to the universal field, energy field, and I read the field. That's why you don't have to know. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to know what it is. I'll connect. Okay, so you can have it, because I want to ask you, why don't you have it? I want a life I love, but I have a cough, right? I want a life I love, but I'm depressed. I want, right? What is that? Okay? So let me just go into what does resistance feel? Inner block, fear, doubt, shame, guilt, feelings of unworthiness, incompleteness, limiting beliefs, right? I'm not good enough, imposter syndrome, perceptions that define limitations, unconscious patterns and traumas. We talked about this, energetic systemic imprints. Okay, so this is my job to work on this on a higher level of consciousness. Your job is to receive. Enjoy using my body, yes. So let me ask you, compared to you right now and having your end result, how you want to feel, there's a block in the way. If you could rate the block as from 0 to 10, 0 is no block, 10 is like big block. Just rate it for yourself and type in, everyone that's participating, type in the number. And I'm going to close my eyes, you're going to close your eyes, and you're going to choose to receive the most out of this. I choose to get the most out of this session. I have a boulder this big to how I want to feel in my goal. Because your unconscious, it doesn't know the difference if you're actually having that goal or just having the feeling of the goal. It thinks it's real. 10, thank you. Okay. So I got some 10s, I got some 8s, 7s. I got some high numbers. Any more? Because I see there's more people here that typed in. So I want to make sure everyone has a chance to participate. Okay? Choose your number. And next we're going to close our eyes and we're going to do the process. It takes about 10-15 minutes. Okay? I'm going to read the universal field. I'm going to tap into, all you have to do is set the intention. We all have a field. If you are not allowing for me to tap into your energy field, I won't be able to treat you. So I do it, whatever's treated is for the highest good. Just because someone has a throat chakra issue doesn't mean you do. And so your superconscious does the work. What was the question regarding the number? 0 is no boulders, 10 is the most boulders. The biggest block. How big do you feel your block is to what you want? And I get this a lot with Chi Life businesses and stuff. We get in our own way because no one will want it, it won't work. And so when I talk to people, right, I sense my old self in them of yeah, at some point, they can walk through that door, but the only thing standing in their way is the limiting beliefs and the overthinking and the perfectionism and all that. It isn't real, but I see it and I'm like, God, these people need this program because we all need frequency in our life, right? We all need to better the world together. So close your eyes and choose to get the most out of this. Okay, it's passive. There's nothing for you to do. You might feel energy, you might feel nothing, you might be subtle shift for your first time. It doesn't matter. There's no wrong or right. Just choose to get the most. Superconscious, everyone here, everyone in replay is connected. You choose the highest frequency of each individual here for their highest good. It's your superconscious that knows what you need. And superconscious, do you see the choice and resistances in the way? And we're going to create a treatment plan in the perfect order and way. We're going to include these frequencies to shift us out of stuckness, resistances. Superconscious, please treat as needed across all memories, timelines, and ego states. I'll also incorporate some quantum keys here, anywhere in your body where needed. And you might feel something slight. You might have some random thoughts. There's no wrong or right. Don't resist. Just let everything flow. Just let it happen. Just ride the wave. There's nothing for you to do or resist or be a certain way. And it's already starting to unravel the blocks. Treating DNA as needed, letting go of past traumas, collective trauma, family trauma, constellations across all timelines. Thank you. Treat suffering contracts as well. Let's detach cords where needed. And I wait for each command that I give. I wait for the energy to clear, to process. So while I sit and pause, it's because things are working in the background. Superconscious, all parts understand treatment is for their highest good. Treat family rules and entanglements, family entanglements. Thank you. I want to detach cord from the paternal figure in your life. Thank you. As needed. Superconscious, please ensure that all parts understand they are allowed to be aligned with their choice, with joyful emotions. Treat soul contracts, past life vows or parallel life vows. Treat the nervous system, please. Nervous system anchors, parasympathetic nervous system. Restore balance and harmony. There's that throat chakra. Let's treat that, please. Calm and treat the throat chakra. Treat that original event. Thank you. Treat alignment, knowing that I'm allowed to have it, I can have it, I will, I am. Thank you. Treat beliefs that I must struggle to have what I want. Let that go. Treat time beliefs, it will take too long, too late, too young, too old, any time beliefs. Treat a belief that I must suffer. I deserve to suffer. Treat any limiting beliefs that pertain to our choice of elevating to the highest level we can today, feeling joy and aligned, happy, content, peaceful. Let's treat any part personalities and identities out of alignment or unintegrated as needed. Treat all identities, including the inner child, the protector controller, the inner critic, the people pleaser, the part that's plays small, the fixer, the enabler, the wounded, the victim, the martyr, maybe the procrastinator. Treat as needed. Treat the imposter identity. Treat that throat chakra one more time. And release. Treat events, especially trauma events. Find the original event that created the most resistance to feeling how we want to feel and our choices, living our best life. Find, tag, and treat the original event and all subsequent events that reinforced the resistance. Treat family constellations again. Go to the maternal timeline, please, and treat. Treat any way that we feel incomplete or not enough, not belonging enough, not good enough or perfect enough, not safe enough, worthy enough. And ensure all parts understand. I am worthy enough. I am worthy in all ways. You might yawn too, and that means you're shifting energetically if that happens to you. I do it all the time. And you're doing great. The boulders are definitely diminishing. Let's treat emotions. Treat anxiety, fear, stress, despair, nervousness as needed. Treat self-doubt, worry. Treat fear of rejection. Treat sadness. Treat anger and resentment. Treat overwhelm. Treat fear of being vulnerable, fear of failure. Treat feeling helpless or hopeless. Let's treat fear of losing control and treat low self-esteem. Treat grief, please. Treat fear of conflict. Pride. Treat shame. Treat all emotions again. That was a lot. And let's treat fear of rejection, abandonment, loss. Treat the throat again. Let's treat that fear of speaking out, fear of being heard. Thank you. Fear of being seen, fear of judgment. Let's treat fear of my own greatness. You guys have all greatness within you, and it's time, right? Treat all those fears. Thank you. Any fear-based emotions. Treat lack-based emotions. Treat definitions, perceptions, limiting beliefs. And body systems, treating the DNA, the energy body, the chakras. Go to this root chakra, please. Treat as needed, front and back. Sacral chakra as needed. Solar plexus as needed. Heart chakra, heart center. Line the throat, third eye, crown. Treating as needed, and auric field. Thank you. Let's treat the digestive system as needed. Also the lymphatic system. Thank you. As needed. I want to treat forgiveness keys. Please apply where needed. Where we're storing resentment or lack of forgiveness, lack of self-love in the body. And just elevate love, elevate self-love, elevate confidence. Superconscious, find the best mood that we can for today. Elevate to that mood now. Thank you. Treat all resistances to feeling the way we want to feel now. Treat any resistance to taking aligned action to our goal now. I am going to quickly just, I'm still going. I haven't grounded you yet. At the end, I will ground you. But what I'd like to do is quickly have you like open an eye. And I want you to notice, there's a lot of energy in the field right now, but I'd like you to just notice what your boulders are doing. Do you feel better in some way? Do you feel like, if you think about you and what you want and the size of your boulder, if you can identify your boulder, what number would you give your first number and your second number, like where we are now? I'm just measuring what we're doing right now. And usually when I do this in the group, this takes an hour from start to finish. We do a lesson or we do a recap. Elvis, what would your first number? Christina, what's your first number? So I just want to see the contrast of where we were and where we are now. 8 to 3, that's huge. What? 7 to 3, great. Okay, so they are going down and you're noticing, not sure, but lighter. 7 to 3, great. Okay, so they are lower. You're doing great. Clearly, we're diminishing the boulders. 10 to 3, Jill, that's amazing. How's your throat feeling? Because throat chakra came out a lot. I do one-on-ones too. I felt my heart chakra shift. Boulder moved aside. Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. Boulder moved aside. Chest is more expanded. Wonderful. So we're going to go again and we're going to get it down a little more. How's that? Okay, so I want you to focus how you want to feel. You should already be feeling more elevated, better. And Superconscious, we're going to go again. Treat all priorities again. Treat secondary intentions, please. Treat broken agreements. Superconscious again, find the original event. Treat it. Treat suppressed, repressed, and stuck emotions, please. Treat meridians, please. And treat the diaphragm. Thank you. Treat the gut. Superconscious, you see that stuck trauma. Collapse that timeline and make a redecision to change perspective. Take the wisdom and integrate. Thank you. I want to elevate to the highest frequency possible for each and every one of you today, to step into that version of you possible. Superconscious, let's treat and allow that safely, easily, gently, for an enjoyable, happy experience now. Thank you. Let's treat the upper heart, please. Treat some stress in the shoulder area and muscle tension. Thank you. Treat the rib cage and just expand again the heart center even more. Treat the solar plexus. Restore inner power, confidence. Bring in inner peace and love. Expand it outward into your field, your auric field, even in the entire room you're in your home, your block, your town, your state, your country, and into the collective, where we all are connected through universal love. Superconscious, treat any more resistance and then ground and anchor this identity back into the matrix of the multiverse, including everything we treated here today across all memories, timelines, and ego states. And so it is. Let's take some nice breaths. My hand was automatically lifting up towards the sky. Yeah, I feel you. I've done that before too, which is really cool. That's a sure sign, right? How's everyone doing? Take some breaths. It's okay. Take some time to come back into your body, your room. I know we did a lot just now, and some people's hands floated around. Maybe your chest is more expanded and all this stuff. And tell me what your boulders are, just kind of as you come back into your room, wiggle your fingers and toes, twinkle an eye, breathing deeply with going into coughing spasm. So is the breathing deeply making you cough more, or are you getting something out without going into coughing? Oh, wow. I love hearing that. So you're breathing deeply without going into coughing spasm. Oh, that's really getting out of fight or flight, right? Very good for the nervous system. First cycle, I had so many huge yawns. Feel stronger, taller. Yeah, even our posture can change. Feel good, relaxed, and lighter. Maybe a slight one. I love that. You're welcome. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, you see, we didn't focus on what was wrong. We said, what do you want? That's the structure. We were conditioned to focus on problems to solve. And that's the way, and now you're going to see it everywhere. You're going to hear people talk and they're like, oh, they're talking about problems, recreating problems. You're so welcome. So I invite you again. Here's a 3-0, Elvis. Awesome. Christina's at a slight 1. And as we keep talking, we even go more. I want to ask you, what do you stand to lose if you join me for 12 months? I mean, I'm serious. What do you stand to lose if you joined? If you shifted, what if you continue shifting? You're welcome, Laura. So vibration in both palms and third eye. Love that. Yeah, so no matter where you are on your awakening journey, I really want to ask you, what is going to shift? I'll even share, lose my self-doubts. Yeah, so what do you stand to lose if you join? And what do you stand to lose if you stay the same, if you don't? And that's really, your mood might change, your identity, your energy, your emotional baseline, your sense of possibility. Remember I told you I, made so much more money because I didn't even realize it was possible? And then I'm like, oh my God, it's staring me right in the face. Your confidence, your ability to finish what you start, your boundless self-respect. Why is it your ability to finish what you start? Remember the structure, like when you feel like you're not enough and you go for what you want, you get pulled back to safety. That's why you keep going for the next shiny object and not finish, is because it's not safe. Right? Your boundaries, your self-respect, more self-actualization. Take back my life. I love that. You deserve to take back your life. So I'm going to put that here again in the comments. Okay. So there is that. To join, just click on that. And remember, it is a 30-day money back guarantee. You have to show up live or replay at least once a week for 4 weeks. Who can do that? Anyone? When you said activation, does it mean attunement, light codes, activation, all of the above? Yes. Your self-actualization, because you're here to be you. I am in, Cheryl. I welcome you. More time to do what you love, less time fixing your problems. What will stay the same if you don't? Well, maybe the same cycles, patterns, right? Starting strong and then losing momentum, losing energy, trying without actually committing, knowing you're meant for more, but not fully stepping into it, continuing to seek the next tool, program, or breakthrough, staring you right in the face, carrying the same unconscious patterns to another year, more time wasted, time to stop vicious cycle. Yeah, maybe will continue being a victim. You don't need to fix yourself. You just need to update your system. Doesn't it feel relief? Isn't it a relief? And and Cheryl, remember what I said in the video about the link? Okay. Do you remember? So you're not broken. Your nervous system just learned how to stay safe. Real transformation doesn't bypass fear. You just integrate it. You just realize you've got to be willing to look at it and go, oh my God, there's nothing. It's like the closet, there's a monster in the closet and you open it up and you shine a light, you turn on the light and you're like, it's mom's coat or my Halloween costume. Your identity thinks it's going to die. That's why it resists change. And it just needs to be upgraded by integration. It does not die. So it doesn't have to fear. It just gets an upgrade because we're running, you guys. And I'm going to open up the room for questions. So anyone that wants to join in, Mary, are you there? Are you able to let everyone into the room to ask questions? You guys can turn video on or off. You can unmute yourself. You can join the room. Nothing changes if nothing changes. True that. I love that. So what I was trying to say is that no parts die, you integrate, and that the parts and whatever you're running, the identity you're running is literally childish. Most people are walking around living from a childish perspective. Why do I say that? Remember, they're running a program and coded in from 0 to 7 years old. That's why your parents are still acting like children sometimes, right? You guys know what I mean, don't you? So when the system updates, what you desire feels safe to have, okay? So you could be, acting in all kinds of different patterns. So who wants to come in and share video? I allow you. You repeat situations to keep the identity of what's familiar, like different relationships, but different person, same relationship, different career, same boss, same hours, right? You try and leave your day job and you start a business and then you end up, in the same, like being a slave to your business. Okay, so I'm going to just stop sharing and I'm going to let you guys in. Hey, David, how was that? Did you do it?
Yeah, amazing. I feel great. Definitely. It's amazing. Yeah, I really feel it.
Awesome.
Is it okay if I share the website?
Please go ahead, take over.
Awesome. All right. So if you go to that link that Galit shared, chilifecoach.com, you're going to see this website. I am Superconscious. Awaken your power, recode your mind, live as the creator of your reality. So here you can watch this video and just read through the page and come down to here. So the membership structure, as Galit shared, is there's going to be one Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And then, it's going to be going through the sessions on Mondays and Wednesdays, and Thursdays is the open office hour or open door hour.
Bi-monthly, yeah. It's
bi-monthly, bi-weekly. Yeah, so every other week. There's going to be every other week. That's correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. So there's going to be unlimited replay access. So you can, if you miss a session, no problem. You can go back and rewatch that. There's going to be exclusive community area. So that's a lot of, over the year, that's actually like over 100 sessions, right? And up to that's like bi-weekly, that's like 26 office hour sessions that are possible. So all the topics covered. So here's your guide. So, that's a lot of value that you're going to be getting, plus all the bonuses that Galit mentioned.
Yeah,
so and the membership investment is right now for founding members only. It is $1,200 for the year. So that works out to only $100 a month, right? Regularly it will be $1,500, but the price will be raised once we close the launch period. Or if you just want to try it out, you can just start out with our monthly membership for $149 a month. If you want to switch over to the annual, you can do that even if you're in the monthly membership. So that's up to you. So either the annual membership for $1,200 or the monthly membership for $149. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee, but you just have to show up or watch the replays for those for the first 30 days. All right, so that's all. Pretty simple. Go to chilifecoach.com to get started. And now we can have some Q&A, right?
Yeah, also remember that there is like financing with Klarna if, I don't know how that would, you might save a little bit, but I don't know if you want to do that. But we do have the $149 a month, so it's not really needed, is it?
Yeah, if you want to do a checkout through Klarna, you can finance the $1,200 a year. And yeah, you can do that. It's subject to credit approval by Klarna. So yeah, I think most people can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, questions and answers. If you have anything specific, I am here for you. Go ahead and let me know. Do you notice that your resistances went down even more from the time we talked? And I do recommend that you do drink water, plenty of water after these sessions, because a lot shift on a physiological level, not just emotional. Everything is connected. It's a whole body system. So yes, feel free to ask questions, jump in, and share. Even not, you don't even have to share or ask questions. I would love to know more about what you thought and what you think it will do for you, or anything at all. Yeah, go ahead and unmute yourself if you know how, or type in if you want. How is everyone feeling? Feeling good? Even lower? Did it go even lower? Everyone? I still see people here, so would love to invite you into the room and hang out, and maybe there's some block, specific something that you want to discuss, or maybe there's like you're not clear on your choice. That's really important. If we're not clear on a choice, we call it a negative vision. A true choice is something that you just love, that's in alignment with your soul's purpose. You don't even have to know your soul's purpose. Just feel something that you would just love to experience for you and no one else. And sometimes the people pleasing us, we want to help everyone else, and we say, oh, I want to retire my mom, my dad, and buy them a house. Do you think your parents want you to spend your money to buy them a house? But we make it all about everyone else except for ourselves. Will there be adjustment in annual price if I switch from monthly to membership after a month? That's a David question.
Right. So let's say you sign up for the monthly for $149 a month, and then in month 2 you want to switch to the annual. Then you just pay the annual, because you just had a month, right? But you just get another 12 months after that. So you'll just pay the annual. So if if we're still in the launch period, then it's 1,200. If the launch period's over at that time, then it'll be 1,500. Does that answer the question?
You could do Klarna and then pay it off in full. I don't know why I'm thinking about Klarna today.
Yeah, I mean, it probably makes sense. If a Klarna, I don't know how many months they divide, how many times they divide
No
the.
idea.
I don't know. It could be $200 a month. I'm not really sure. I think it's different for everybody. But you can, go through Klarna if you want, and then see what kind of monthly payment. Maybe it's even lower than 149. Actually, I don't know.
What would you like to work on? Can I
Yeah.
ask? Is it Tushar? I'd love to know what you would love to, what would be your main goal? We choose many goals, but I encourage you to, in the program, to choose up to 6, as long as you don't overwhelm yourself. Like, what would you love? Think about that. All the things that you could create. And I'll show you what we do on Mondays. We have this reverse engineered whole system in a PDF. I'll share this with you. And there's a lesson already done for the beginning of the year. You can start this program anytime, no matter when you jump in. It doesn't have to be in January. You can jump. It does not matter. It's nice to jump in the new year. But this is what it looks like. It's called the Lens Inspired Life Journal, and each lens is 12 weeks. You can print it out, or you can do the PDF, but we reverse engineer your goals. So I go through this. We help understand your goals, how to create your goals, what you want, right? Because we think that life is going to be better over there someday when we achieve something. So first we create what you would love, your ideal vision, and then we realize all the ways you can have it now, because you have to be it to see it. Your vibrational match has to be in alignment with the you who you think you'll be now. And then we start reverse. I'm sorry, I hope I'm not making you too dizzy, but here Here's where you put your choices, your goals, your resistance on the day you start, and your resistance after 3 months as you make your way. All the ways you can have it in the next 90 days, because life is an action sport. There's only action to take between you and your end result. And then we break it down in 30-day visions, what you're going to do in the first month, second month, third month, and then you're going to take each month and you're going to start creating week visions. And then at the end of each week, and you do it every day, you're like, what action am I going to pull from my week? And then every week we show up and we're like, yeah, we're supposed to do this towards my business, my money thing, my job. And I just got stuck. I procrastinated. And it's like, okay, let's take a look at that. What's in the way? And then we do the recode process and we eliminate that block. And then we set up the new week and you're like, okay, now I can take that action. Do you see how powerful that is for goal setting? I mean, it gives you clarity, it gives you like this framework, because we can go off on tangents. And before you know it, it's like, where did the day go? Where did the week go? I had all these goals. I say I want to do them 100%. I want them more than anything. And then I'm busying myself, distracting myself with everything else. Yes. Make sense? Any more questions? Any more choices? Can I help anyone choose? So I love hanging out with you, but I would love to give you an opportunity to... Who's on the fence? Let me, who's doubting? Who's doubting that it will work for them? If you got a tiny, tiny bit of shift today, and it's your first time, each time you show up, you know what happens? Your system gets used to receiving it, and you can go in leaps and bounds. So, I'm not sure what I would choose. Yes, if you don't know yet, I have choices that I recommend you start with. And my first and favorite choice, actually, we'll be doing this choice next week. The choice is to be the predominant creator of your life, meaning that we all equally are powerful creators of our reality. We all have the same manifestation power. We all have 24 hours in the day. You have 24 hours in a day. I do. David, the billionaires, they all have 24 hours in the day. But we give away our power saying, oh, they are in charge, or the government is in charge, or my parents told me, or the weather, or the circumstance. And we give away our power to what someone said or anything. And so it's to restore your inner power to be the manifester of your reality. And it's actually my favorite choice. And we even have a meditation that aligns you. We have this great meditation that takes 5 minutes in the program, and it's a reset. If you are like you know how we get in a spiral and you're like, I'm trying to feel better, I'm trying to feel better. You literally turn on that 5-minute reset and you're changed. So that's what I would recommend, the predominant creator of your reality, taking back your innate birthright as a sovereign being that you are. And from there, the world's your oyster. Imagine what that would feel like. Good question. Any others? I love that question. So yeah, we're going to do that. Who else is here wanting a good question? And that's so great. If there's something, remember when it is, sounds incredible, feels incredible, I will tell you that. Did Jill leave? I was going to explain, she's gone, but she was talking about her throat, and she's like, I want to stop coughing. Well, that's a negative vision, because you're really focusing the energy on not coughing. So you're just going to keep focusing on coughing and experience coughing. Isn't that crazy? Instead of just going, I just want to love my life. And you tune into the version of you who loves life. And then, boom, her upper heart and everything expanded. She could breathe deeply. So definitely feels so much better and clear. Gone from 8 to 2. Wonderful. I thank you because I have taken up a lot of your time, David's time. And I'm so grateful for David, who's brought chi coils into our lives and for allowing this opportunity. So thank you so much. I'll let you take the room. And if there's anything else somebody wants to share, I also do one-on-ones if anyone wants. Again, I'll share my info. It's galit@chilifestore.com. I'll just put my email, chilifestore.com. There you go. So you have it if you want to talk about that as well. Okay? Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you so much, Galit. Yeah, we'll see you all in the membership, I Am Superconscious membership. We're looking forward to starting this journey with you this year.
Yeah.
So have
next
a good
session is
night.
Monday.
Use the chi and prosper.
Bye.
Good night.
Good
Good night,
night.
everyone.